Today on Larry King Now, Emmy nominee Jane Lynch on her new Cabaret show.
It's about an hour and 20 minutes of music with hopefully some hilarious patter. I have a 5-piece band. It's an amazing band.
On her new CBS sitcom.
And I'm kind of an alcoholic, kind of a mess. We don't know, I may or may not live in my car. I'm on probation and I drink cream de mint all day long.
Plus,
Abes labarabi kabing, aban jabe labench, aban dabas abes labarabi kabing nabao. I said, you're Larry King, I'm Jane Lynch, and this is Larry King Now.
it's all next on Larry King Now. A scene stealer in the best of modes for nearly 30 years, Jane Lynch became a household name in 2009 for her role as Sue Sylvester on the hit series Glee, which ended its run earlier this year, but the Emmy and Golden Globe winning actress is hardly slowing down. She's the Emmy-nominated host of Hollywood Game Night, which airs Tuesday nights on NBC. She stars in the new sitcom Angel from Hell, premiering this fall on CBS, and you can see her live on stage in See Jane Sing, beginning August 18th in New York City. So what do you do with your spare time?
It's funny, I do have a lot of spare time, which is kind of crazy. I love to work. I love being engaged, and I love variety, and I have a hard time saying no.
What is See Jane Sing?
It's like a cabaret show. It's about an hour and 20 minutes of music with hopefully some hilarious patter. I have a 5-piece band. It's an amazing band, the Tony Guerrero.
Band and you?
And me and Kate Flannery, who was Meredith the Drunk in The Office, who's been a friend of mine forever, and we've been singing together forever.
So she sings too?
She sings with me, and then this guy, Tim Davis, who was the vocal arranger on Glee, who's a wonderful crooner and a really funny guy. So it's the three of us all dressed up with this great band. They're like retro guys.
And where is it playing?
All over the country, but we're doing a gig at Joe's Pub in New York City, August 16th through the 19th, 2 shows a night. And so we're really excited about that. Joe's Pub is an amazing venue. It's a one-of-a-kind venue.
Of course. How did this come together?
Well, how did it come together? You know, 54 Below is the name of a cabaret space in New York, and they offered me 4 nights for my act, and I said, well, I don't have an act, but I will get one. So I created a show that was probably a half of what you're seeing if you were to see the show today. And we premiered it there with Kate, and I had a 3-piece band, and it was so much fun. I haven't been on the stage, Larry, in a long time, and I didn't know that I wanted to go back.
Right?
I did Broadway this summer before, and I hadn't been on stage in a really long time, and I didn't know that I wanted to do it again, and then I was rebitten.
Were you always a singer?
Yeah, but you know, I think I'm in great voice now, so I'm in the best voice I've ever been. I've never been considered like, oh, well, she's a singer, but I love music. I grew up singing with my family. My parents were wonderful harmonizers, and I always sang with them, and we loved musicals. My dad and mom were of the the 40s and 50s, and they loved the big band and all that.
Where'd you grow up?
The south side of Chicago, Dalton, a little suburb.
What was it like? You've been around so long, right? I mean,
you said 30 years. I went, oh my God.
You're a character actress, and
yeah.
And people knew you. They knew your face. I bet people stay on the street. I know you, right? And then Glee, right?
Right.
What did that mean? Happen to you personally from that?
Oh, well, that it did raise my visibility, and what it did for me personally was I had a place to go where I got to say funny things on a weekly basis, and I had a job. You know, our first 3 seasons were guaranteed. We signed contracts for the first 3 seasons. That's unheard of in television. So it was a steady job with a terrific character that, you know, Ian Brennan, who wrote almost everything that came out of my mouth, every week stunned, shocked, and surprised me with what I got to say. So it was a huge deal, but it, you know, personally, it upped everything.
But you always worked in the past, right?
Yeah.
Weren't you a working actress?
Indeed,
You got scripts.
Yeah. Well, I never got scripts so much. I was auditioning. I did a lot of, if you look at my IMDb page, I have over 100 guest spots on sitcoms and like hour dramas, you know, like I'd play the doctor who delivers the bad news, that kind of a thing.
Did you have to audition for 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I did, yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I auditioned with Steve Carell, who I've known for a long time, and he was a part originally written for a man, and which is kind of my pattern in this life. I read for parts originally written for men, and then every once in a while I get them. And Steve and I improvised for the audition for Judd Apatow, and he liked it. You know, we kind of we kind of came onto each other in it, and it kind of changed how they wrote it.
Now, you're Emmy nominated again for Hollywood Game Night, and you won it last
Yes,
year.
I
Were you
did.
surprised?
Yeah, totally. So I was surprised that I was even in a category that could be nominated. So when that happened, it was really a joyful thing, and also it's such a fun show to do. And
You had
it
a
raises.
guest on that show.
You want a guest on that show?
Yeah.
You can be on anytime you want.
I think it would be fun.
Oh,
I
you'd be
watch it. I watch
hilarious.
it lots. It's a great.
It is great.
Why does that? I find myself hypnotized by it. You're a great
Right.
host.
Oh, thank you.
Why does that simple show? It's a simple show.
Yeah, it's a simple show.
Work.
I think it works because everybody's having fun, and the games are simple, and
they drink.
and everybody drinks. But the reference level is
serve
basically
wine? Could I
people.
have
We
wine?
do. Oh yeah. Oh, we'll keep your glass full.
I don't drink liquor, but
Yeah.
wine I like.
But wine isn't liquor.
Well, Cabaret.
Okay, whatever.
I drink it for my
I'm not going
heart.
to pick nits with you.
Okay.
Okay.
So why is it a success?
Well, I think it's because the reference level is basically you have to have read People magazine in the last year. So, we're not going to stump you with Tolstoy or Shakespeare. And you get to watch your favorite celebrities on television just be normal people at a party. It's almost like, when you go to a party and there's always a bright light, there's somebody who's great and funny, and, well, you've got a room full of those people.
I wonder if people now play it at parties.
They do. In fact, we have an at-home version that you can get at Walmart.
You're kidding.
No, I'm serious. With my mug on the
Did they come
cover.
to you with that from the get? You didn't have to audition for
No,
that.
I didn't. That's because Sean Hayes, who is a friend, offered it to me, and he created this whole thing. Sean is notorious for his own game nights that are uber competitive. I've been to a couple of them. I was eaten alive. They're very, very.
It's
very
got
tough.
a loyal base, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
People
great
love
reviews.
it. Yeah, everybody loves it.
You're Alex Trebek.
Kind of. Well, not as smart as Alex Trebek. Alec Trebek.
Do you ever think you'd be a good contestant?
I think I'd be a terrific contestant.
Yeah.
I think the only place I would fall down is with the music the kids are listening to these days.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
me
up
too.
on it. I'm not
Yes,
up
I
on it.
know. All right, before we move on, we have a sad moment here. Your longtime agent and friend, Gabrielle Kringle,
Yes.
died today, right?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Of?
She was intensely private. So, I think just the fact that I'm mentioning her, she might be mad.
She was a PR person?
No, she was my agent. She was my
An
everything.
agent who was private?
Yes, she was. You try to find a picture of her online. I can't find a picture of her. She loved being behind the scenes and creating this world. She was my everything for 13 years. Everything. I don't
So
have
what
a publicist. She got sick fast and went fast.
How old?
49.
So it was over and
Yeah, fast. But, we didn't know. We had no idea. Nobody knew.
you seem to be taking it well.
Well, I'm not going to break down here, am I?
You're
Yeah,
true.
it's tough. Yeah, but it's tough, and I think the reason and I asked Larry to talk about it is that, she's somebody who was so in the background, and you loved it there, but I just want it to be said that this was a really spectacular human being, and not just me, but there are actors that you see on television that have the fingerprints of Gabrielle Kringle all
So
over.
she's
the
represented a
print.
lot of people.
Yeah, but she has a very small agency. It's her and 2 other agents, so I'm still very well taken care of. And it's a boutique agency. They don't take you on unless they really want to spend a lot of time with you. And I was lucky enough to have that for 13 years with her.
Did I ever meet her? Did she come?
You
to-
probably did meet her. Yeah,
You were
you know
on-
what? One of the things that I love about working with her is we were very simple and streamlined. She didn't go with me everywhere, and I don't like that. I like to travel solo. So I don't know if you met her or not. She wouldn't have come with me. Like you noticed, I drove myself here. We were very kind of streamlined and simple, and it was easy.
Our condolences.
Thank you.
Coming up, I'm going to ask Jane about her new sitcom, Angel from Hell, and we're going to test her memory of past roles. Stay with us. We're back with the delightful and talented Jane Lynch. She has so many things going on. You'll see her in New York, and that will tour, right?
Yeah, we're all over the country. Yes.
That's going to be wild. And she's got her game show. And now, what is Angel from Hell?
Well,
You're the angel.
I'm the angel. I'm
What
the
is this about?
Guardian angel. Well, I play Amy, a guardian angel to a young woman who's a doctor. And I kind of start intervening in her life because I think she's going the wrong way. And
Serious or comedy?
it's a comedy. It's a half-hour comedy. And Maggie Lawson from Psych, who has a lot of fans out there, plays the doctor. And I'm kind of an alcoholic, kind of a mess. We don't know I may or may not live in my car. I'm on probation, and I drink cream de menthe all day long.
Do you talk to God?
No, I don't talk to God yet. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with it. But in the pilot, I just kind of came into her life and pointed out some things that maybe she needed to look at, and indeed what I said. She's suspecting.
How do you determine what you'll take? Like, did you like this right away?
Yes.
You didn't have to audition.
No, I didn't, which was really lovely.
Auditioning is dead now.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
I think so.
I mean, I would audition for somebody like Martin Scorsese or Woody Allen, who I don't think auditions people. But I'm glad that is behind me.
The CBS has had a good run.
They have. They're a great network. I've really enjoyed.
How many have you shot?
We shot one, the pilot, and we will shoot more starting September 8th, and we premiere November 5th on CBS.
So See You Sing will be touring in between?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I'll be like flying on a Friday night, taking a red eye, going to whatever city, and performing on a Saturday night. So, yeah. I'm going to be busy.
You like to work.
I do. Yeah. So do you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Wait, retired to what?
I know, right.
Speaking, you've had roles, we mentioned 40-year-old version, role models, and Party Down. Some of the past roles you've been in, so many popular movies, and we're going to test your memory.
Okay.
I have 10 Jane Lynch roles. If you can give me a line from 5 of them,
okay,
you win a signed pair of one of my suspenders.
Oh, well, great. I will auction those babies off, believe me.
Okay, baby.
Or maybe I'll wear them. I don't know.
In Party Down,
yes,
you were Constance Carmel.
Right.
Remember a line?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is that superfluous hair you got right there?
That's one. How am I judging you? I don't remember it.
You don't know, but that is true. It happened.
You can pass this by fooling.
Exactly. I'll make
The
lines up.
Fugitive with Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm. Where are you going?
Who are you in that?
I play a lab technician, a pathologist, and I solved the liver sample. It's from
That proves it wasn't him?
That proves it wasn't him. And then he says, "Thanks, Kath," and he leaves, and there's a shot of me where I go, "Where are you going?" And that's all I remember.
Who was chasing him?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. He's
Yes.
a great chaser.
Yeah, it was.
Chased in other movies, too.
Yes, and they're great chasers, those guys.
Oh, one of the great, funniest movies ever made.
Yeah.
Best in Show.
Yep.
As Christy Cummings.
Oh, gosh. What did I say? Bitch Magazine. American Bitch. American Bitch Magazine for the lesbian purebred dog owner.
How much of that movie was ad-libbed?
All of it. All of it was improvised.
Best in Show.
Yeah, there are no lines in Christopher Guest's movies.
You in The West Wing as a reporter.
Yeah. Have you identified the shooter? Or something to that effect.
As Paula in The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
You ever heard of the term, beep, buddy? I beeped myself out.
As Calhoun in Wreck-It Ralph.
Put on your big boy pants. It's showtime.
Sweeney in Role Models.
Role models. Sweeney in Role Models. You know what I had for breakfast? Cocaine. You know what I had for lunch? Cocaine.
Talladega. I did a whole show with those two guys.
Did you? Yeah,
in character.
Oh, my God.
It's the only show I've ever done that was totally scripted.
Oh, my gosh.
I had to stay in script the whole hour.
Really? How did you do? How did you like that?
Great. I had to read off the prompt. I read all the...
All
right, do you remember what you said, Lucy Bobby?
I do. I remember when one of the kids said, "How long are we going to have to pick trash up off the highway?" And I said, "Well, when are you going to stop throwing me the radio in the bathtub?"
Ooh, wow, you're great.
Thank you.
As Dorothy McWilliams in Julia and Julia.
Oh, gosh. Good enough. We're looking in the mirror at each other, and we say, good enough.
And finally, as Dolly Parton, with Dolly Parton, as Gladys in Straight Talk.
Okay, first of all, that was a voiceover. I think I said, I think I said something about I don't know what I said. My son is hitting me or something.
You got 9 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Here they are.
Oh, thank you.
It's signed to you. They're beautiful.
Oh.
With love to Jane.
Oh, with love. No, I'll keep these. I'm probably going to wear these. They're adjustable, right?
They are.
Oh, they're beautiful.
More with the Emmy nominee and Emmy winner and the great Jane Lynch after this. Don't click away. We're back with Jane Lynch. You can see her in See Jane Sing in New York City.
Joe's Pub.
Joe's Pub, August
16th.
16th, 4 nights. You can see her in Angel from Hell on CBS this fall.
Thursdays.
And you can see her on NBC hosting Hollywood Game Nights. Now, the only thing we have left
Tuesday
is ABC.
Yeah.
ABC.
Oh, I'm going to conquer ABC.
Nightline.
Yeah, I'll start doing Nightline.
Show business is ruthless, they say. Do you love it?
I love it, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm doing pretty well in it, too, so that's...
Did you hit it right away? Did you get roles early?
No. But you know what? The thing is that I loved it. So, and I say this a lot, and I mean it. If everything fell apart today in my career, I would still be doing something like Gypsy and Palmdale. I love doing it, and I always did. And I felt successful every time I got a job.
What about the changes you see now? You and I are right now on Hulu.
Right, I love all
and
this.
And there's Netflix.
Right.
What do you make of all this?
Well, it's hard for something to rise to the top anymore because there's so many platforms, and there's so many shows that aren't getting. And this is a wonderful negative side effect. Is there are wonderful shows out there that maybe aren't getting the attention. You know that if it were just the regular.
There's so
networks.
much. Right?
There's so much, but there's such good television out there now, and I think this is a golden age because it's the showrunner gets their voice. They get to have their voice, and without having too many notes from networks.
And Hollywood stars are doing a lot of television.
Yeah, there's a lot of good work to be done in television. There's a lot of great roles and great writing.
We're going to play a little game of You Only Knew, okay?
Okay.
Your favorite role to date?
My favorite role to date is Amy from Angel from Hell.
Because it's your newest.
Yeah, it's what I'm doing now, but it's
Sharp.
also, I've never done anything like it, and I'm having a
Why
blast.
is it so different?
This is a very compassionate person who's very flawed, and it's just digging into a different part of myself that
But
I
it's
haven't.
funny.
Funny, yeah. I love doing it.
Guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
I like them too.
Yeah, I don't want to have guilt about it anymore. I hereby am no longer going to have
They're
guilt
good cold
about
too.
that. Frozen, yeah, in the freezer.
Pet peeve.
Pet peeve. Good question. Pet
What
peeve.
bugs Jane Lynch?
What bugs? When you don't make eye contact at Starbucks or something. I don't know. I like. We'll make. It's like, come on, let's have a connection.
The two roles fans most approach you about.
Role models. Saying the cocaine for breakfast and lunch, especially like 19-year-old Hispanic men, love that for some reason. I don't know why. And Sue Sylvester in Glee.
A famous role you turned down.
Oh, nothing. I don't turn anything down, Larry.
A historical figure you'd like to play.
Oh, good question. An historical figure I would like to play. Eleanor Roosevelt.
I
know
her.
she's been done.
I interviewed her.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. When I was first time with Hillary Clinton, and she said, you knew Eleanor, I was 22 years old, and her son was mayor of Miami Beach, and that's where I started.
Yeah.
So I interviewed, she was a hell of a lady.
Yeah.
Something surprising we would find on your DVR.
Well, I don't have a DVR.
Okay, neither do I. Something surprising we'd find on your iPod.
On my iPod, I don't have an iPod, but let's see. Surprising on my iPod. Glenn Miller. I don't know. It doesn't surprise me, but I love it.
An actor or actress you'd love to work with?
Jennifer Saunders from Absolutely Fabulous, or Joanna Lumley.
Your most embarrassing moment?
Oh, I hope it's yet to come. No, I don't. I don't want it to come. I don't know that I have one, but I have a lot of embarrassing moments in my. Like on stage. It doesn't matter if you forget a line so much, when we're rolling. But on stage, I haven't in a long time. But I've had that moment of white fear where you think you're going to forget it.
Secret talent?
Secret talent. I don't know. I speak ubby-dubby.
You speak what?
It's the stupid language from Zoom when I was growing up where you put, you put an ub before each vowel sound. So, habai labarabi, yabar nabim, abas labarabi kabing, abam jabain labinch, abam dabas abas labarabi kabing nabao. I said, you're Larry King, I'm Jane Lynch, and this is Larry King Now. He was not impressed.
This could be a show.
See?
If you could go back in time to any era.
Oh, and back in time in any era. How about, oh God, because I do this, and I'd like to go back to Laurel Canyon in the 1970s.
Really?
Yes. It's the late 60s. Late 60s.
Most cherished memory?
Most cherished memory. Well, today, because I lost my agent of many years, would be the time I won an Emmy for Sue Sylvester, and how
She was there.
not only there, just more excited than I've ever seen her in my life. Because, like I said, she wears everything close to the vest, and she's kind of very stoic, and she was out of her mind. And it was a beautiful
Sometimes
piece.
we ask people, do you remember the first boy you've kissed? Mm-hmm. Do you remember the first boy you kissed?
I do, and I remember it was up in a tree, and his name was Tom.
Tom, how old were you?
12.
When did you know you were different?
Like gay? 12. After that kiss with Tom, I think kind of sealed the
Tom
deal.
spoiled
Yeah,
it.
he spoiled it for me. Well, he stuck his tongue in right away.
Gee, no
You know?
kidding.
Yeah, it was awful. I'm not against that, but I was shocked.
Next, does Jane keep in touch with her Glee co-stars? And we'll wrap things up with some of your questions from social media. Don't go away. Jane Lynch, so many things going on. See Jane sing in New York in August. Joe's Pub.
Joe's Pub, 16th through the 9th.
Angel from Hell on CBS this fall.
Thursdays.
And, of course, Hollywood Game Night airs Tuesday nights on NBC.
Yes.
All right, do you miss Glee?
Yeah.
How many years was it on?
5.5 years, but I think it stretched out over 7. It was 5.5 seasons, but it was a 7-year deal.
Do you keep in touch with former cast members?
I just saw Matt Morrison doing Neverland on Broadway.
You lost someone, though, I remember.
We lost, yes, we lost Corey.
You were
Martin.
on after that.
Yes.
You were on our show.
Indeed, we spoke about it, yeah.
All right, some fans on social media. Bobby Nelson on Facebook. I would like to ask Jane Lynch if she meditates. She seems so chill.
I don't have a practice of meditation, but I do a, that's interesting that he would say still. I do a stillness thing.
What do you mean?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. Just, it's my own little version of
meditation?
Of, yeah, clearing and try, and not.
Do it every day?
Yeah, all through the day.
All through the day?
All through the day. I remember.
You do it in the middle
I'm going to
of
get a
it?
tattoo, and next time I see you, I'm going to get something right here to remind me.
To be still. Like you do it in the car?
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't do it right here while you're being interviewed.
I'm sorry? No.
Good.
I'm sorry, I'm being still.
Pedro Domit on Twitter. What is it like filming the last season of Glee? What was it like? And are you more a musical person since being on the show?
I was always a musical person. In fact, I think I was the only one who sang all the time on set and sang less than everybody else on the show. I'm one of those people that can be annoying because I will sing the same phrase over and over and over again that I'll have to be told, Jane, give it a rest.
Was it tough the last days of the show?
You know what? We knew that we had 13 episodes left. So every episode, we were aware of that there were only 12 more. This might be the last time we do this. We were very aware. And then when we were doing the countdown at the very end, the last 3 days, it was very emotional and joyful, and it just was lovely.
Lisa Lamborn on Facebook. If someone came up to you and asked to grab a drink or something, would she accept, or because of her fame, are you leery of weirdos?
I'm not leery of that. I just wouldn't go out for a drink with anybody. I just don't. I have 3 friends, and they're lucky if I go out and have a drink with them. And I don't drink. If someone, let's say coffee. No, I wouldn't.
Scott Stenholm on Twitter. You're from south of Chicago. What are some of your favorite things about Chicago?
Oh, I love Chicago.
I do too.
Yeah, it's the best.
If it had LA's weather, the whole world would live
They
there.
would live in Chicago. First of all, it's gorgeous. It's the lake shore is beautiful. The architecture, if you have a chance, do the architecture tour that the Historical Society does from the Chicago River, and you can go all the way down to the south side where the World's Fair was, the turn of the last century. And you can see these beautiful buildings. So the architecture, for sure. I haven't lived there in 25 years, so I don't have memories of so much. But the restaurants, yeah. The food is fantastic. Gibson's, yeah, the old favorites. Can't think of one right now, but I do. I usually stay at the Public, which is on Gerda, or do you say Gothi? And a lot of people in Chicago do. And State Street.
Mafia history.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Al Capone, the whole thing.
Mitch Allen on Facebook. Cubs or White Sox?
Cubs, even though I'm from the South Side, so it's kind of sacrilege.
At 20 Sunflower on Twitter. What's your favorite game on Celebrity Game Night?
I love the 3 letters. I think it's called 3 letters, where they have 4-letter word, 4-letter words. They have blindfolds on and they have big foam letters, and they just look ridiculous. And so we have these big television stars with blindfolds holding foam letters trying to spell a word, which is hilarious.
Why I would do it? I'm trying to ask. Why do they like doing the show?
Well, I think it's to have fun. You know, everybody wants to promote what they're doing. You know, you have promotional obligations. You know, go sit on the couch with Conan or Jimmy or whatever. But why not just be on a game show where you get to have a blast? And if you have confidence in yourself, if you don't have confidence, if you're a wallflower, it can be tough to be on that show. But everybody kind of comes out of their shell. So why not promote your show and your product by coming onto the show and just having a blast?
I'll do it. I want to do it.
There you go.
And Sheila Wosick on Facebook. Are you enjoying every minute?
Yes.
Are you on a high?
Yes. Yeah.
And how long has it been going on?
Well, you know, I mean, that whole thing about the stillness and the tattoo. The more still I am, the more I'm able to experience my life and it be. And I recommend this to anybody, no matter what you're doing, whether you're in hard times or good times, because I've had hard times too. But the more still you can be, and the more things can come in and penetrate. And
I must say, you seem to handle loss well.
Yeah. Well, it is a part of life. I think the last time I saw you was when Joan Rivers had passed, and we spoke about that. You know, it's what we sign up for here when we come down to this planet is that we're going to die. It doesn't make it easy. It's tough, especially when someone goes young.
I just lost a great friend of 70 years.
Oh, and it's tough. It is. It's tough. But
especially since I don't believe they go anywhere.
Yeah, I know. I tried to talk you into the fact that, as you remember.
You do believe.
I have a really strong sense that the energy just doesn't die. And there's a kind of a great expanse of energy that we can't even experience.
Conscious energy.
Yes, alive, conscious energy.
I'll see you there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're made of the same stuff, so.
Oh, yeah. I want to thank my guest, the great Jane Lynch. See Jane sing debuts in New York City August 16th at Joe's Pub. You can see her in Angel from Hell on CBS this fall. I'll be rooting for you at the Emmys again. And remember, you can find me on Twitter at King's Things, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Larry.